As the saying goes, a cat has 9 lives, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. There was only one person that could personify those sayings. That is the person that Orson Welles referred to as the most exciting woman in the world. That is the legendary Eartha Kitt. Eartha lived a life less ordinary, often displaying the characteristics of a domestic and an exotic cat, eventually portraying an iconic feline character. As a child raised in South Carolina and New York, she personified a feral cat and a cheetah. In her youth, she evolved into a tiger and a jaguar, finding success as a dancer, singer, comedian, and an actress. As an adult, Eartha morphed from a leopard into a lion as a mother, activist, author, and songwriter. Eartha Mae Keith was born on a cotton plantation in South Carolina in January of 1927. Outcast as being the yellow gal and made to feel like an orphan, Eartha never knew her father. Eartha's mother passed her around like a feral cat, and like a cheetah, Eartha had to be flexible and adapt to the abuse of foster families. This abuse continued when she went to live with her aunt in New York at the age of 8. My confidence was thwarted by learning how to survive and not wanting to be a burden to anyone. Those were the words of Eartha. With the confidence of a tiger and a jaguar's powerful attractiveness, a youthful Eartha became a curious makeup artist. She snuck into auditions at the Catherine Dunham dance troupe. But curiosity could not kill this cat, as she was awarded a full scholarship, and she toured with the group throughout the U.S. and Europe. In Europe, she danced, sang, and told jokes in nightclubs. Eartha learned French, German, and Dutch. She eventually met Orson Welles, who cast her in her first major film acting role as Helen of Troy. She later earned an Oscar nomination, and she hit the Billboard Top 100 with the songs C'est Si Bon and Santa Baby. As an adult, Eartha married and divorced John McDonald. Possessing the qualities of a jaguar and a leopard, she was an extremely protective mother to her daughter Kitt, who was born in 1961. Eartha continued to receive accolades, Tony and Grammy Award nominations, and earn a Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. I stayed on my path and did not follow the herd. I made a way for myself. With the fierceness of a lion, Eartha portrayed Catwoman on the final season of the Batman television series. Her stately yet seductive ways dispelled the taboo of the sex appeal of black actresses. Actresses Michelle Pfeiffer, Halle Berry, and Anne Hathaway have all imitated Eartha's perfect demeanor from that iconic role. As an activist, Eartha befriended Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. She also championed LGBT rights. When invited to the White House for a luncheon with First Lady Lady Bird Johnson, Eartha mimicked the anti-Vietnam War cries of juveniles, stating, "You send the best of this country off to be shot and maimed." Labeled as a sadistic nymphomaniac by the FBI and the CIA, Eartha had to return to her ways as a cheetah and adapt to being blacklisted in the United States. Eartha moved to Europe, but she returned to Broadway 10 years later. President Jimmy Carter officially welcomed her back to the U.S. in 1984. Eartha garnered more Grammy and Tony nominations, won 2 Emmys, and became an author and a songwriter. Eartha died of colon cancer on Christmas Day of 2008. She never knew the paternity of her father. Many people would have fallen, but like a cat, Eartha always landed on her feet. Her recipe for life is not being afraid of myself, afraid of what I think, or of my opinions. As I close, and I summarize Eartha Kitt's 9 lives, her childhood as a self-proclaimed orphan in South Carolina was tumultuous. In her youth, she became a dancer, singer, actress, and a comedian in the U.S. and Europe. As an adult, she was a wife, mother, activist, author, and songwriter who experienced highs and lows. But like a cat, she always landed on her feet. As Eartha said, the price to pay for being ourselves is worth it. Thank you.